The Olympics, the ultimate sporting spectacle, awaited every 4 years. Are you ready to delve into the rich history and global significance of this world-famous athletic event? How far back does the history of the Olympics go? It's a journey that spans centuries. And did you know, there's an intriguing story behind the beginning of this world-famous event, one intertwined with Greek mythologies. Today, our culture emissary is all about the Olympics. Get ready to dive into the ancient history and the fascinating tales surrounding these legendary games. Let's get started. The ancient Olympic Games. It all began with Greek mythology, where the gods were revered by ancient people. One of their rituals involved visiting Olympia, a site in southern Greece, to worship their deities. Yeah, ancient Greece was like a messy reality show with all those city-state feuds. But the Greeks had one thing they all agreed on: the worship of Zeus. In the summer of 776 BC, the roots of the modern Olympics were planted. However, there are several stories surrounding the beginning of the Olympics, and the most widely believed one is that the Greeks initiated the games at Olympia as an honor to the god Zeus. Zeus, the king of the Greek gods, was also the patron deity of athletes, as they prayed to him for victory. Another tale revolves around King Enomaus, who challenged suitors to win his daughter Hippodamia's hand by racing against him in a chariot without being killed. Despite the seemingly simple challenge, many failed in their attempts until a man named Pelops sabotaged the king's chariot, securing victory and initiating a wedding that included athletic competitions. Some accounts even suggest this was the first Olympics. Here's another tale from the heavens. Heracles, Zeus's son, gets roped into a terrible situation by Hera, Zeus's wife. She forces him to do the unthinkable and kill his own children. To make things right, Heracles ends up serving King Eurystheus, who assigns Heracles to accomplish 12 super tough tasks. Upon completing these trials, Heracles purportedly orchestrates the Olympic Games as a celebration, particularly to mark his 5th labor, the cleaning of the Augean horse stables. Through the organization of this event, Heracles pays homage to Zeus for aiding him in accomplishing these formidable feats. Also, there is a rumor suggesting that a cook named Koroibos from the nearby city of Elis clinched victory in the Stadion race, a 600-foot foot race, marking the inception of this legendary festival. However, in those ancient Olympic Games, only men were permitted to participate. And here's a funny fact: they participated in those games entirely naked. According to historical records, the Stadion race was the sole event held in ancient Olympic festivals for 13 years until 724 BC. Just like today, the Games were held in Olympia every 4 years for almost 12 centuries. Games in the ancient Olympics. The Games in the ancient Olympics were truly beyond what we can even imagine compared to the modern Olympics. While some events like sprinting and wrestling still bear resemblance to ancient games, there were others long forgotten, including pankration. Pankration was the ultimate fighting game. What made it special? There were no weight classes or time limits. One competitor had to be dead or surrender for a winner to be declared. And get this, there were only 2 rules: no biting and no eye gouging. Chariot racing was a crowd favorite in the ancient Olympic Games, and spectators often witnessed dramatic crashes during these thrilling events. In ancient Greece, chariots and horses symbolize wealth, as only the affluent could afford them. As for the running events, they're considered the oldest in Olympic history. The primary race involved sprinting along the stadium's length, covering a distance of 600 Olympic feet. Unlike our modern marathon, such a long-distance race wasn't part of the ancient lineup. Instead, there were races spanning 2 lengths of the track and even longer ones, reaching up to 20 or 24 lengths. When it comes to jumping, the long jump was a standout event. However, there was no high jump in the ancient Olympics. An interesting tactic distinguished ancient long jumpers. They carried weights swung forward on takeoff and back just before landing to enhance their jump length. The ancient Olympic victors. The rewards for victories in the ancient Olympics were truly grand. Winners were granted the prestigious privilege of erecting statues of themselves within the sanctuary of Zeus to immortalize their triumphs, with many pedestals for these statues still standing. If an athlete claimed victory 3 times, there was a bonus. They could commission specially crafted portrait statues, which could cost up to 10 times the average yearly wage. Forget about medals. Instead, they were crowned with wild olive wreaths, a symbol of honor and glory. Additionally, winning athletes were showered with flowers and leaves, similar to today's tradition of tossing confetti in celebration, the modern Olympic Games. Fast forward to the year 1896, when the first modern Olympic event unfolded, boasting over 300 athletes from 14 nations. The entire concept was inspired by the ancient Olympics, and from that year onward, the Olympics have persisted every 4 years, with the exception of the World War eras. The Olympics transcend mere sporting events. They embody a profound meaning, providing a global stage for skilled athletes to honor their homelands. Symbolized by 3 iconic representations, the first is the 5 interlocking rings, symbolizing the unity of the Olympics across the 5 continents. The second symbol is the Latin motto Citius, Altius, Fortius, translating to swifter, higher, stronger in English, encapsulating the essence of Olympic competition. Lastly, the torch represents the enduring spirit of the Olympics. However, the torch relay was not part of the ancient Olympic Games. It made its debut in the 1928 Olympic Games in Amsterdam. The flame burns until the conclusion of the Games, marking the culmination of this extraordinary event. The Olympics stand as the ultimate gathering of athletes from around the globe, not just to compete and achieve victory, but also to pay homage to their motherlands. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to Culture Emissary and ring the bell icon to stay updated on our informative videos. Thank you for watching.